Welcome back, Human Environmental. We are doing more Fabricator spotlights. And with us today, Mitchell Fleenor. Fabricator extraordinaire. Welder with the mostest. I couldn't think of it right. Good to see you today, man.
Yeah, you too.
Thanks for doing this with us. Going to ask you some questions. We'd love to have some insights to the world that you guys live in and the things that you guys accomplish. How long have you been doing metalwork and fabricating?
I've been fabricating off and on for about 15, 20 years. Got vocational welding in high school back 2004, 5-ish.
Yeah. So you started when you're 6. Okay. How long have you been with HEC now?
Just over 2 months.
All right. Good. Well, you've been on a lot of projects. I've seen you down there.
Yep, quite a few.
So if you weren't working in fabrication, what do you think you'd be doing?
I'd probably have to fall back into something that I know that I was used to. It'd be concert production. Spent a few years in my 20s setting up stages and light shows and everything.
Racking, lighting, mounting, sound, the whole 9 yards.
Oh, no.
Very cool. What do you think is the easiest metal to work with?
It just have to be, common mild carbon steel.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty easy and it's universal for a lot of shops.
What's your favorite metal, though, to work with?
I hobby as a blade maker sometimes, so I like the higher carbon stuff, like 1095 is real nice. Even down to 1075.
Really?
Yeah, it's nice stuff for blade making.
Any Damascus? You get into any of that?
I haven't made any of my own, but I'd like to get there one day.
That's cool stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's your least favorite metal to work with?
Probably the 2209 duplex I'm currently working on. That stuff's a little different.
Yeah. It reacts a little differently to everything, doesn't it? All right, so let's talk a little bit about safety. Have you ever had the welder's flash in the eyes?
Yeah, I've had flash on 2 separate occasions when I was younger. It's not very nice.
So you take all the precautions necessary to avoid that now. Because what's that feel like?
Yeah, it's your eyes are open and it feels like sandpaper. You shut them and it feels even grittier.
Wow.
Until that sensation wears off.
Do you ever get burned on the arms or your neck or anything? Spatter, things come off?
Yeah, probably get a little spatter burn weekly. One here or there.
How bad on a scale of 1 to 10?
It's never super bad. It's usually just a 2 or 3. Kind of used to it.
Maybe not as bad as poison ivy.
No,
but worse than bee sting stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What are you wearing to protect yourself when you're welding from stuff like that?
I try to always keep either green sleeves or a green welding jacket, my gauntlets, and for my eyes, safety glasses. Even if I have my hood down, I like to keep that extra layer of protection.
Is there anything that you've done that you bring that to welding? Is there anything that you've done that helps you be a better fabricator that wasn't fabrication specifically related?
Yeah, just life-based things like being a parent, working with my son's patience for problem solving, because sometimes he'll get frustrated and I have to sit him down and talk things through with him and try to get him to come to that point instead of getting mad and walking off.
Yeah.
So that translates over into just about anything, really.
Yeah.
Problem solving works wonders.
Yeah, he's the only one that has problems with patience, though. Do you think all welders drink milk? Do you believe in this old wives' tale that it's the best thing to do if you're going to be working with galvanized, or just generally?
I think generally there's probably a large percentage of them that do. I know I do, but I try to avoid it mainly on the hotter summer days because you don't want that mess.
Milk was a bad choice. Yeah. Do you think there's anything that people don't know or would get wrong if they had to guess about fabrication?
I think there's some people that just think it's all fun and games when really there's a lot that goes into fabricating, especially with the beginning planning from the engineering part of it all the way through to actually finishing the project. There's lots of problem solving. Sometimes there's other details of the job that you're not too clear about that you have to figure out either on your own or ask for help. And some people just think, you know, a welder walks in and does it all by himself.
Strikes an arc and gets to work.
Right.
Yeah. You got any advice to young people who might be looking into the future and thinking, I might want to try my hand at that?
I mean, a lot of it, since they have vocational school starting in high school nowadays, as long as you get your grades where they should be and pay attention to your instructor and see if it's a good fit for you, because it doesn't really work for everybody.
Okay. Last question. You ready?
Sure.
You've been elected the King of the United States. What's the first thing you do?
I think that protest they just had over the weekend wouldn't have happened. But no, actually, I would probably be the king that would want to give his power to the people. There's too much power for one person. You know, absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Brilliant. Now, see, wisdom and humor all in the same thing. Mitchell, we appreciate you, man. Thanks so much.